Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Empyrion Ultimate Ironman Season 0 on Experimental. That's right, I am loaded up Empyrion Experimental again, and we're trying the Ultimate Ironman for a second time. And we're not really pushing it to try and get ourselves as fast as possible. This time we're not doing the schedule as the Ironman is. We're just taking it easy and we're just playing it through, and we're going to have a little bit more fun with it than we did the first time. So, what are we at? Well, here's my B menu. So you can see I've just broke level 10. Well, actually I broke level 10 a little bit ago, but yeah. I have been farming guys here at the residences. As you can see, I got these lovely little assault cyborgs. These guys here that spawn in. I got 2 of them. I got up to 3 alien civilians wandering around over here. And as you can see, the base is starting to lose itself. There's one guy over there. Got the cyborg over here somewhere, I hope, maybe, perhaps, maybe not. No. But you'll see I've got a cannon turret set up, or a minigun turret here set up. I actually had this squared off, but I bumped it with a block that I'd put over here, trying to block off one section, and it twisted me sideways, so I went attack with it. So, I'll show you what I've been doing. Jump in the cockpit, power this on. I'm almost out of ammunition here, so don't have much left. And then I zoom in on this dude. And you get, as you see, 1100 points for killing him. These civilians, however, you don't get anything for. Excuse me. Lay down, play dead. But these guys just come, they run up to this point and they stand there and they twitch. They're not exactly hard to kill. Well, they are if you try and shoot them with a standard weapon. Okay, then I'll jump out of this, power this off so I save a little bit of fuel. Fire off the drone. And see what kind of goodies I got. A little bit of that. Some of whatever he had. A little bit of whatever she had. And this jerk off back here. Pushy little twat. There we go. And the missing cyborg is nowhere to be found. Auto drone. Now, as you can see, I'm low on food here. I gotta go. This is the other reason I'm gonna start. Because I got 2 power bars left in my thing. That's not gonna do me for long. But I hit level 10. And I'm on my way up to the thing. The cyborgs are the only one that give you any experience points. And as you saw, it was 1100 XP. But I have loads of laser rifle and laser pistol ammunition from doing that. I even got a couple of credits, but not enough to worry about. But the really good thing is I picked up a couple of these from the cyborgs. These flux and power coils are needed for some of the higher level, higher tier equipment and weapons and such. I started off the blueprints. I'm going to spawn in a crunchy cookie. I want to get back up to space and go find any goodies that are up there. But I need to get a little bit of Sathium. Now, the problem is, of course, I haven't explored the map a whole heck of a lot because I came straight over to the monument. I left the drone factory and ran for the hills, basically. So as you can see, I haven't explored any of the planets since last episode. because normally with the Sathium, I'll go out and I'll find other goodies on the planet and I'll go pick it up. But I don't want to do that this time. One of these shuttle hubs, I turned this one here into a... I looted it, and then I turned it into a public POI, and then I completely tore it down to nothing. I got a couple of levels experience that way as well. The other one is partially done. Wherever it is. Yeah, one I'm based in. The other one, as you can see, is nothing but a flat crater right now. And the third is stripped. It's not completely torn apart, but all the valuable loot is off of it. So I'm going to leave this little thing here. I'm pretty much out of ammo as it sits. Not going to do much else with it. Now I'm going to head over to the... Oh, I don't have an admin trade hub. Oh, that's right. I'm going to have to do a little exploring at some point here. I'm probably going to do that now. And see if I can find... any POI that I can strip down for loot. As I said, I need the Sathium. I need some hardened steel. Is all I need. And not even a lot. So we're going to dump our crap in here. Yeah. Okay, we'll grab those. And yeah, I think that's basically it. We'll throw some food in our inventory here. Have I put a... I don't think I've put... No, I haven't. Okay. Yes, I haven't moved the generator and thing from underneath on that one. I might, but more than likely I'm not going to, because it's probably going to get torn apart fairly soon. Like, I don't really keep these hover vessels. These star hover vessels might get kept for a while, but usually they're just scrapped. They end up being scrapped for a better hover vessel at some point in time. There we go. Should I put a fridge on this thing? Probably wouldn't hurt. And I should grab a couple more things. I want to go grab that healing station that I made. There we go. It's a little ugly and lopsided, but hey, it is what it is. Oops, that would be the power button. We don't want to do that. Alright, so I'm going to do a little exploring and we'll see what pops up. And I'll bring you back if we find anything of interest. Okay, kids, we're back. You may notice that I am currently standing on foot. Here's what's happening. What's left of the hover vessel just got a little too close to the factory. Well, of course, you know, as you explore, you have the glitchy terrain and whatnot. The problem is this field is full of raptors. The hover vessel was quite full of junk that I had been looting. I was actually on my way back to the shuttle hub. I was going to pick it up when I got back there. But yeah, I saw a contact. I went checking it out. I got a little close, and all of a sudden I had blasts of green laser shot. Well, steel blocks do not stand up well against green laser shot. So over here somewhere is my hover vessel, what's left of it. So we're going to waypoint. So that we can see it here. It's 263 meters away from me. I just booked it out of there as fast as I could run, mainly because of all the raptors. Now, of course, I'm getting ground issues and rendering issues. The good thing is I have enough resources. I should be able to whip something up. Why can't I? The heck? I can't place my survival constructor down. Or am I... Okay, the game's messed up. Okay, we're going to do a quick reset again. There we go. Had to do a complete reset, but we got it up and running again. So, let's hope I got enough stuff to do something with this. Might have to do strip this down. This was loot from a village. What I don't see in here is any... Yeah, I don't have any silicon. That could be bad. Okay, so we're surrounded by raptors in the middle of a forest, probably surrounded by spiders. Going for us, we currently have 85 things of laser shot, 51 rounds of pistol ammo, a tier 2 assault rifle with 1 clip in it, a tier 2 rifle with partial clip in it, a standard multi-tool with 2 charges, a tier 2 pistol, and a basic survival tool, and very little food. And we're out of silicon. The hover vessel is crashed over there in a field full of raptors. So we can't go into that field at all because we will be dead. How's that for fun? I told you I'd bring you back if anything interesting happening. So I'm going to try to drill some rocks and get some stuff together for some silicon so I can try to build a new hover vessel core. I should probably do is just pick up the survival constructor that I have. Now, copper is not a big issue. Food will be, so we're going to have to see about some food. Because, I mean, I was storing everything in the fridge, right? So why do I need to have food on me? And I haven't found any survival packs. I was going to just go over everything that I have found shortly, once I get back to the main thing. So we're going to hopefully not starve to death while we collect some resources here. Of course, now that I'm moving and hunting, emergency food supply. Remember, I'm still wearing the only set of armor I have found, which is a heavy armor, which means I'm going to burn through calories very quickly doing everything. On the good side, I did find night vision goggles at some point, so darkness isn't going to be too much of an issue. Spiders won't be a big deal if I encounter some of them. Although it does only take a lucky bite to kill you. did explore a little bit. So I've got swamp over here. Is kind of what I'm heading towards. Is a swamp over in this direction. Oh, and I should pick up some more brain bugs because I'm low on power drinks. You all hear what I hear? That sounds like spiders. That's right. Just what we need and don't need. Okay, where are you guys? Alright, where was your buddy? Pistol's out of ammo. I heard a lot of explosions and a lot of secondary explosions when I took out that, or when that thing blew up my hover vessel. So I'm guessing that there probably isn't a whole heck of a lot that's left of it. I am going to try to rescue some of the gear, some of the stuff that I found or had. For the most part, all I've been doing for the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours now was driving around the surface of the planet looking for POIs of interest and places that I could possibly loot. I just need is a ship or something that has some hardened steel that I could confiscate. However, I haven't found anything that I can get to. There was a few that I found, but I couldn't get to them, mainly because the drone coverage on them was something that I can't deal with in my current with my current munitions and resources. I was heading back to the hub, and I was going to take that gun turret that I was using to harvest that settlement and make myself up a small gunship of some kind, like a small hovercraft with a weapon on it, just to go and start knocking out a few of those bad guys. So I'm not going to make you sit through all of this rock harvesting that I have to do to get my silicon up. So I'll pick it up once I have a new hover vessel up and running, and we'll see if we can rescue the corpse of that one. So don't go away, kids. We'll be right back. Okay, kids, we're back, and yes, I'm still not dead, by the way, just in case you're wondering, but we have managed to grind up enough stones to crank out another starter hover vessel. I actually went through the trouble of adding the harvester blade on the front and a box underneath just to do the thing. And I didn't, because the survival constructor can't make a cargo box, I did have enough stone. I actually went and dug all the stone up off this beach, basically. I got enough together to make a constructor box, or mobile constructor. So I'll use that as a harvest box. And then I made a replacement refrigerator because food. Because you never know. I might need to get food. So I'm going to do is I'm going to try to grind the raptors that are in my way and see if I can get back in on that hover vessel. Now I got to come at it from the north relative to this factory. So we're going to target this factory. We're going to waypoint it, and I'm actually going to show this one on HUD because I want to see where that is. So what I'll probably do is have to come in this way and see if I can get close enough to collect any of that hover vessel remains without getting killed. So that's going to be the objective. Now, again, it's a new hover vessel, which means you have to reset your point of view. All right, there we go. And we'll get it off the ground. Let's get out of this ridiculously hideous forest. And we're going to turn towards the south. Now I want to get about 60 meters away from that. That hover vessel, that crashed one, preferably without getting shot in the process. So we'll see what we can do here. Oh, there's the raptors. We've got to move down just a tiny bit. Raptors need to be one. Here comes a couple straight on. Oops, no biting me. Change our perspective here. See if we can collect any of those corpses. The cow requires food, you know. Okay, let's keep moving forward just slightly. Okay, if I can get out of my cockpit here, I should be able to drone into what's left of this wreckage. It did a fair number on my hover vessel, that's for sure. I was hoping to save some of the cargo, but it looks like it took out the one cargo box that had all of the goodies. So all the looting I just did is completely destroyed. That's how it goes. Welcome to Empyrion, boys and girls. Yeah, sometimes it gets nasty. So anyhow, there's a recap of what we did. We started out here, and I've gone around the planet about 4 times, and I've just basically been following my nose. Whenever this thing found something, I went to it. Some of these have forces around them, like what do you call them, drones and such flying around them. So I really didn't explore some, like this very old base, just useless things. I did one trip around the North Pole. I found a civil hub. I found a unknown artifact. This is the one that has all the good loot in it. I'm going to go loot that as well. And where these flags are, I was running into a lot of Xerax patrols. Like, basically you come down this way, hit the edge of this thing, and it was Xerax. Come in this way, hit this, Xerax. I've got a lot of unexplored POIs right in this area, not going near there. I found an abandoned factory. This is something I'm going to consider taking out, but I need something a little bit more powerful than a bullet sponge. These are basically useless. That large destroyed farm has some, what do you call them, blocks, farm blocks on it. But there's also a fortress over here, which, you know, I'm not going to get too close to play with. Again, lots of deposits. I found an abandoned reactor that I'm targeting. I'm going to go there. Found the POIs of the week, the first week mission POIs. Again, I've got the power station on this seed, and there was actually quite a few hostiles in around that thing. So I'm going to have to come in from the lake and pick these off. So that we're not going to do. This crashed capital vessel I couldn't get to because there was 2 drones around it. And I think there was a drone on the Prometheum as well. That shack, I didn't even bother going there, but I think there was a drone in that area. That's why I avoided it. Village, I found 3 villages, actually, which was really nice. This mining hub had drones, drone presence, so I never got to it. Same as this DSE back. This wreckage, I think, was also droned. So I kind of avoided it and then came up on that village. As you can see, I kind of just every which way but loose here. I was just all over the place, all over the map. Finding a lot of interesting things, but really nothing that's helping us. Now, of course, this was this factory here was the downfall of the first hover vessel. So now that's done, and I think I took that factory off. But as you can see, I've marked a few things for targets. The unknown artifact, the drone factory, fortress, abandoned factory, the power station, abandoned reactor, and another factory. So there's a lot of good things that will need to be shot. I need to find the material I need to bring in a small vessel for fighting. So I'm going to continue with my explorations to some degree, but I'm going to start working towards that shuttle hub. Again, I'm going to continue heading west. Primarily I head west, stay in the daylight more often than not. These hover vessels are not really good at exploring. They're not well designed for climbing and exploring map areas, but you know, for something built from a bunch of scraps of rock, I'd say this is doing pretty good. So there we have it, kids. I'll bring you back next episode. We're going to make an attempt to have a small vessel flying, and I want to go to space and see if that capital vessel and such is in space. So thanks all for watching, and good night for now.